A high-pitched noise broke through his thinking, distant voices though he couldn't make out any of it. He had no idea where he was. His head hurt. There was darkness, but light, bright light, burst through his eyelids as he slowly opened them, blinking. This seemed to draw attention to those nearby. The voices increased in both volume and number. A blurred figure came over to him, a female. He could make out she was leaning over him a little, asking him something. He could see her lips moving, but nothing was making sense. Things went dark, his eyes heavy once more. The sounds drifted away. He was gone again.
I can honestly tell you it feels amazing to have finished this second book, The Last Prophet, which I'm excited to announce is launching on the 16th of January. I live and I write in Estonia, in Tallinn, though I'm English myself. I'm married to an English lady and we have 2 children. But we moved to Estonia some years ago, and actually The Last Prophet is a story that was thought up, that arrived to me not long after arriving in Tallinn, and has been written and now published here. And Cherry Picking, my first one, actually was largely written when we were in Russia, but actually I finally got around to publishing it and getting it set up once we moved to Estonia. So this is home for us. It's very cold at the moment, it's winter time, summers are lovely, but this is where I work. This is when I look out onto the trees and the fields, and today the snow, as I work, as I take time to carve out, to create these novels, these worlds that are living in my head. And The Last Prophet is one of these. The Last Prophet is a story that dropped into my mind not long after arriving in Tallinn, and it over the last couple of years worked at producing it, writing it, telling the story, doing justice to the premise, and today we have the finished book. It's coming out on the 16th of January. The mistake I made when I brought out Cherry Picking was the price at the very beginning was a little bit higher than it went on to be, so the price dropped over time. But what it meant is, for those of you that were on board with me, that brought the book or downloaded the book right from the very beginning, you ended up paying a little bit higher than what the price has gone on to be. So I'm going to do it the other way around with The Last Prophet. I want to make sure that those people who are buying it or downloading it in the first 2 weeks are actually paying less than it will be. So in February the price will go up a little bit. For those that read the ebook, many of you do now on your devices, you can actually pre-order the book now, and if you pre-order it today, it means you don't forget to order it on the 16th. It will automatically download to your device. I want to reward those that are on board with me early, and I'd love to hear what you think about it. I also want to talk about, over the next few videos, a bit of the process, what it felt like, what it was like. In The Last Prophet, the main character wakes up in a hospital bed with no memory of what he's doing there, how he got there, of who he is, no understanding of why he's there. I want to ask you the question, how would it feel for you if you suddenly woke up in this strange place? What kind of things would you ask? What kind of things would you look for? Would you be thinking about as you try and work out what's happened to you? How would it feel? Maybe you've woken up in hospital. Maybe there are people watching this that have done that. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what you would think the character's gonna do, my character John in this book, as he starts to wake up, and then actually there's things start happening as you see these visions, these premonitions start, and he doesn't know what to make of it. But what would you make of it? What would you do? What would you think? How would you feel? So I want to encourage you to comment. I want you to like this video. If you've watched it on Facebook, click a like. If you've seen it on Twitter, you can maybe retweet it or send me a comment. I would love to hear from you. As an author, it's really hard to get the message out sometimes. It's really hard to share the great news that this book is coming out. And I really appreciate every single one of you who takes time to comment, who takes time to share. It goes out your way to promote my work. It means so much to me. I've been so amazed by so many of you doing so many sacrificial things, so many great things to get the knowledge about cherry picking and growingly for The Last Prophet out. So I thank every one of you. So I really hope you enjoy this. I really hope this gives you a feel for what the book is. I'm excited about The Last Prophet. I'm excited about you guys reading this story, this novel. I love writing things like this. Those that have enjoyed and loved Cherry Pick, and really hope you love this. I feel as an author, I've developed, I've grown, I've improved, and I hope you see that in this novel.